All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's weekly Everyman crossword. Last week's was very easy. Let's see if that is still the case this week. One across, hold together, split apart. Oh, that's a great clue. Could it be a double definition of things that they're almost opposites, aren't they? I have no idea about that. Let's try. Ooh, we have two 15-letter downs. That's nice. A lot of black squares in the corners, but anyway. Move with difficulty to raise either end of rear. Well, either end of rear is an R in this altered tartan item. Oh, this altered might be an anagram of this. And then maybe it's going to be a tartan item, but I don't know what that might be. A kilt, obviously. Tam o'shanter, skirt, something skirt, maybe? Although maybe we anagram tartan. Yeah, so that's, maybe it's move with difficulty. No, I don't think so. All right, how about as spelled out in full, one of Agatha's poisons? Well, a reference to Agatha Christie. I'm wondering, God, here I'm showing my ignorance. Is arsenic one of the elements? You always think of it just as a poison, but is it an element? And maybe its symbol is AS. And so it's actually a very simple clue. All right, I'm going to have to pause very early today and consult Wikipedia. Yes, that's it. It is element number 33. All right, finally got one. So a little bit trickier than last week. States fast trains. Well, fast trains are known as expresses, and that is also to state something is to express it. Here we go with our weekly principally or primarily type clue. Such provision only requires knife. Oh, that's funny. I think it's a spork, which of course a spork is a spoon and a fork. Anyway, banal, comedian's material. Ah, I presume this is a double definition. A word for banal. Comedian's material would be patter or one-liners or sketches, but I don't get it. Here's the other 15-letter one. Surgery query. How red is he? Utter jerks. I'm thinking jerks is going to be an anagram indicator. 15 letters. So how red is 8 plus he plus utter is our 15. Yes, I think it's going to be something you ask in, I suppose, a doctor's surgery. Or, well, it could be in the actual surgery theater. How red is he? Utter. Yeah, I don't know. I think I need some letters for that. All right, back to the across. Prudent, having tamed mammal before start of December. I think it's going to mean prudent. I don't know what tamed mammal is, but I'm presuming before start of December is just going to, it's going to end in a D. Yeah, I don't get it. So what's the word for prudent? Is stolid the same as prudent? I don't think so. All right, make huge amounts of faulty damp courses. 11 letters, and damp courses is helpfully divided into 4 and 7 too. So let's try the anagram helper and try our damp courses. And it's going to be make huge, or it could just be huge amounts. Oh, something produce, mass produce, make huge amounts. Oh, that's clever. I like that. US novelists, hideous neck bites. Oh, that's a good one too. Anagram of neck bites, and we get John Steinbeck. All right. Dream job as described by croupier. Ah. Oh, ideal. That's clever. Let's see. Expresses disapproval. Funny we get the word expresses. Disapproval. That sometimes tuts. Having a thing or two. Yeah, not sure which end is going to be the definition. All right, Egyptian kings, well, surely pharaohs, heard in North Atlantic islands. Um, yeah, it's something to do with the Faroe Islands, but pharaohs as the islands is 6 letters. Pharaohs, I think, is 8 letters. Phar. I think it's AOH. The jazz musician Pharoah Saunders, I think he spelt it OAH, but I think it is AOH. But let's see. So Liverpool's Mo, snubbed, flipping, shame. Well, Mo Salah, snubbed, flipping, shame. I mean, that just looks very unlikely to be something else, something H. Yeah, so I'm thinking it must be alas. Maybe there's an alternative spelling for the Egyptian kings without the H. Let me pause and yet again, I think I better give some money to Wikipedia again. I use it often enough. Yeah, there does seem to be an alternative spelling without the H, although I didn't see many references to it. And of course, I didn't. Mo Salah is Salah, so snubbed meaning to remove the last letter, and then you flip it and you get, oh, if you say, oh, what a shame, alas. All right, ooh, so now our banal, if pharaohs is right, comedian's material. Ah, that's a very strange word form. All right, I'm thinking that's going to be, oh yes, where does it hurt? Ah, yes. That is something you would be asked at the doctor's. I'm pretty sure that's right. Utter how gives us the W, 2 H's, 2 T's. Yeah, I'm not going to work it out. All right. Ooh, so I don't think that is then going to end of. Oh, maybe it's maybe it means before start of December. some feast or something? Yeah, I'm very confused. Oh, how did I how did I lose my A there? All right. Yeah, maybe I'm just off my oats today. Although I had 2 Weetabix, so I should be okay. All right, shunning middle speed cam. Oh, middle speed cam faulty. Makes off at speed. I think that's going to be the definition. So I think shunning middle of speed cam. Yeah, I'm trying to end up with 7 letters because faulty, then we would anagram what's left. Yeah, but the middle of speed cam would be the E and D. No, makes off at speed. Confusing. Oh, let me try 14 down. Predicts California surrounded by trees. All right, I think California will be CA or CAL in the middle of something for trees, palms, pines, and it's going to mean predicts. Let me pause and think about that one. No, I'm just not getting it. I'm thinking the trees must be 6 letters at least. I can think of planes. Oh, poplars. Poplars with a CA in it. I'm just not seeing it today. All right, how about morning? Judo master drinks whiskey. All right, we're going to put a W from the phonetic alphabet inside a judo master. Could be a Dan, and then we get dawn. Tennis champ, twitching newcomer taking week off. All right, newcomer is 8 letters, but if we take away the W for week and then we twitch it or anagram it, we get, I presume it's going to be the name of a tennis champ. Necomer. No, I don't see. It might be one of these younger tennis people who I don't follow. Used to watch it a lot back in the glory days of the 70s and 80s. All right. That was our middle speed cam faulty. Makes off at speed. No. How about stops when Democrat becomes Republican and fights? So I think we need a word for stops that has a D in it, and then we change that to an R, and we get fights. It's going to be at the start of the word. Yes, I think if you stop, you desist, but if you fight, you resist. All right. Consume in haste the result. Consume can be eat. I wonder, do we put a word for eat inside? Well, what would a 2 letter haste be? And then the result, I suppose, yeah, can be a nasty result of eating too quickly. No, a flight in which you might be still moving. Wow. Well, whenever I see flight, I, of course, first think about planes, and thanks to John last week for suggesting that put down was the charade for land. But I think it might be a flight of stairs is the next thing I think of. But the still moving bit of a paradox there. Excuse me. Poem, iris edited. Okay, sounds like an anagram of poem iris, although that's only 7 letters. Eight letters. Edited before the reader. Well, the writer would say he was I, so the reader is you. And I think a Scout's honor, I was a scout. Well, I was a Cub Scout for a few years and then a grown-up scout very briefly. I did not enjoy it. But I think I promise you. All right. Heathen siege surrounds classical city. Well, the surrounding sounds like wordplay. A word for siege goes around a. We often see the ancient city of So is that going to be a word for heathen then? I can't think of another word for siege though. All right, let's finish these acrosses. I'm not sure about the S, but it just seems to make sense. Eased a temper only somewhat calm. Only somewhat, maybe? Ah, yes, so it's a hidden clue. Only somewhat of the words eased a temper. We have sedate, which means calm. All right, that was our champ. No. Sun competed, spread out. Well, S for sun. If you competed in a game, you played. And splayed. Like the legs of a chicken, I suppose. All right. Agricultural servant. To get on board, you say. Sounds like a homophone for get on board. And it's going to mean, what would get on a surfboard, maybe. So we have a surf. Everyman's ultimately prizeless after everyman's up for awards. Yes, so I think it might be, yeah, every man's is belonging to every man, so he would say my, and that, oh, and then ultimately prizeless would be the last letter of prizeless, and that comes after every man. Here you have to ignore the apostrophe S or just use it as a joining word, would be me, and that is turned up. And we get the Emmys. All right. We've looked at everything once now. Ah, yes, so a flight of stairs, I suppose if it was an escalator. You are standing. What am I doing? Escalator. You're standing still, but you are moving. All right. So that must be California there. Predicts. What is that trees? Let me pause. Could be an H, but I think it's going to be a vowel there. Well, I was just thinking, I wish it was an F there. I could have forecasts. And of course, I can't see the forest for the trees. It is forests around our California for predicts his forecasts. So then is it? Aren't the pharaohs just spelled like that? Egyptian kings heard. I suppose, yeah, I read it the wrong way. It is a homophone of pharaohs from Egypt. But then how do you... Oh, I think there might be another way. Is this it? Let me pause and look up Faroe Islands. Yes, there is an alternative spelling. I think maybe I used to see that other spelling, this one here with the extra E when I was younger, and then it seemed to drop away, but I'm not sure. We'll have to ask the Faroese about that. All right, the right side is coming together. Now that's better. We don't have an A at the end of that. Banal. Comedian's material. Still not seeing that. Are my prudent. Having tamed mammal before start of December. Yeah, let me pause and see. Maybe that could be ending in WD, but... Oh, shrewd. Yes. I was going to pause there, but of course. Now what's the Oh, of course, a mammal, a shrew, and it was tamed in a Shakespeare play, or tried to be. Oh, and of course, banal is routine. Of course, a comedian does their stand-up routine. Yeah, I'm really just not sharp today. All right, nothing much here. Just that A and E are not very helpful. Hold together. Split. Apart. No. Ah, why did my keyboard disappear there? Move with difficulty to raise either end of rear in this altered tartan item. What's move with? If move with difficulty is a charade, to stumble or to crawl. Tartan item. Oh, something plaid, I'm thinking. Yeah, maybe it's a specific pattern of plaid. But then where is the PLAID coming from? Oh, well, I was going to say Campbell. No, it's not that. No. All right. Consume in haste now. The result. Can't be too many words that fit. If plaid is right, which not looking like it, but let me pause and think about what words might fit. No, I'm not thinking of anything, so I'm not confident about my plaid. I did look again here. I realize, of course, shunning has a middle letter, which is an N. Oh, no, it doesn't. It's 8 letters as well. So much for that. Shunning middle, speed cam. Yeah, we need to remove, if it's faulty as an anagram indicator, we need to remove something from speed cam, but not the D. Yeah, yep, just not getting that at all. All right, let's try the anagram helper for any comer without the W. McEnroe, of course, back in the good old days, I think, of tennis. All right, so then makes off at speed. Decamps? Yes. So we are anagramming speed cam. Yeah, we're shunning the middle letter of speed. Maybe that's why it's hyphenated. And then with the cam, we're anagramming all of that. All right. I still don't think that P is right. Oh, let's try my heathen siege surrounds classic. What's the classical city? I presume a city from the classics like Troy. Yeah. Um, if the definition is heathen, no. So I think it's surrounds is telling us that the phrase heathen siege surrounds the name of a classical city. All right, so it's definitely not plaid. I still don't know if it is a move with difficulty. Yeah, what's going to be the last letter of the 10-letter word? It could be a K, a T, an E, a Y. Tartan item. No. All right, consume in haste. Yeah, what would, if a word for haste goes around the outside? I don't see that. Oh, yeah, I think it's simply waste. I think if you consume something, you waste it. I'm not sure about that, but I think the result of haste makes waste. My father certainly used to say that. All right. Now, what is this? Something smart, something start. Uh, shaft, scant. Just not sure about that. Yeah, let me pause and think about this one. I haven't looked at it in a while. It is, it's a double definition, I think, because objects would fit, expresses disapproval, objects, but then having a thing or two objects, well, it's definitely two or more, so it's not really having a thing. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, but anyway. Oh, I skipped over this one somehow. Regularly avoided collision, reversing in capital city. Oh, well, that must be Oslo. And I think we take every other letter of collision, but we have to read it backwards. All right. Oh, well, that J now is very helpful, I think. I think. Um, oh my goodness, what is that? Like JECT or Jack? Lumberjack. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I'll move with difficulty is lumber. To raise is to jack. Oh, how did I change that A to an I, or I to an A? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm having a shocker today. The Everyman is supposed to be a nice, gentle Sunday afternoon, pleasant effort, but I'm making a meal out of it. All right, of course, a lumberjack shirt. Yeah, we did call tartan shirts. Actually, what I'm wearing today, we would have called a lumberjack shirt back in the day. All right, hold together, split apart. Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be EA. Oh, cleave. Ah, it is one of those words that has opposite meanings. I think two people cleave together, but also you can cleave something with an axe or whatever, split it in two. All right, well, I'm very glad to get to the end of that one. I don't think it was particularly difficult. I think it was just me. Uh, anyway, we all have days like this, I think. Anyway, thanks as always for watching. I hope you solved it a lot more easily than I did. And thank you as always for watching.